Hi, my name's Maree Herath. I'm Director of Harvest Talent Recruitment and People Solutions. We provide recruitment services in specialist and executive arenas, so mainly white collar, permanent recruitment or contracting. We also provide HR and People Solutions, and that comes in the form of the Geelong HR Roundtable and the HR Leaders Lunch, both informative forums for HR practitioners and leaders. And we provide project support for people and culture projects, so they could be compliance projects or workforce planning, mediations or investigations are common projects that we get called on for. We also have a capability piece which looks at digital capability, specifically training in Microsoft 365, and a careers division that provides career coaching to clients looking to gain their next opportunity in their career. We established 15 years ago, so we've seen through quite a few incarnations of our landscape in Geelong, but we were founded in Geelong, and I took the big bold move 15 years ago to set up Harvest. Being in Geelong as a regional centre, the great thing about Geelong is we are diverse enough with a lot of different businesses, so that provides opportunity, but we're also small enough to get across the industries and the people of Geelong. So you can learn the players more quickly than you would in perhaps a capital city. We've done some great work with clients here in Geelong and in southwest Victoria. I think being able to pivot and change as the landscape has changed. What Geelong was 15 years ago is very different to Geelong of today. So just being relevant as industry has changed. We've worked on some amazing assignments. I've personally recruited CEO roles with our traditional owner Aboriginal Corporation, head of risk, legal counsel roles, and some key transformation director roles. So they're exciting things to work on, and the team have assisted in mid-management and specialty roles. So it's been fantastic to see our organisation become a prominent player and supporter of the workforce in Geelong and southwest Victoria. Other personal achievements, of course, for me and for the business are launching things that were areas of need for our audience. So we launched the HR Index, which is a survey of economic, employment and HR trends, and we've done 3 surveys since 2019. We also have curated a HR forum, which is the HR Leaders Lunch, HR Roundtables, and that has been running now for 7-8 years, and it provides professional development to HR leaders and their teams. But I also think outside of my work at Harvest, I've done a lot with an organisation called the Geelong Business Club, and I became president of the Geelong Business Club coming out of COVID. So when clubs and associations were seeking for relevance and purpose, we were able to redefine our vision, establish our values, and be committed to the Geelong business owners and business community. And that was a significant achievement to be relevant and sustainable when it was a challenging time. And finally, I guess recently being awarded the Geelong Business Leader of the Year through the Geelong Business Excellence Awards. And that was just a recognition of, I guess, some of these pieces of work that I had been doing. To be successful in the region, I believe, starts with forethought. It was July 2009 that I developed the business plan for Harvest, well before Harvest was in fact launched. It launched in September of that year. So being clear about what you're wanting to achieve is first and foremost, but then really getting into the networks as quickly as you can. So depending on your product or service, really knowing where your clients may gather and getting into those networks. So early on I was in a networking group called BNI. I've always been a member of Chamber almost since the get-go. So we launched in 2009 we became members of the Chamber in 2010. So being and accessing those networks that may service or assist you in growing your business, really key for our success. And following the bouncing ball and knowing when something's working and when something needs to change. So we established 15 years ago as an industrial recruiter. Geelong was a blue-collar heartland and business was successful. In 2013, we saw some major industries exit Geelong: Ford, Alcoa, the Boeing workshop at Avalon. So industrial was taken out very quickly from our economy, and then it evolved. Public sector came in, professional services have grown, as have community services. So for us in our space was the ability to navigate and change. So we've seen through the reigniting of our economy, we've seen through COVID, and I think that's been key to our success. But what I'd like to really hone in on is not just focusing on your product or service, so your key revenue generators, just what you can provide to your clients or prospective clients that might be of value. And we do have digital campaigns, and we've enacted digital campaigns on an ongoing basis. So we're blogging weekly, you'll see us in all forms of socials, but moreover, above and beyond that is what we gave to our community, finding out what they wanted and providing something of value. And I believe that that's really gained significant credibility and trust within the region's landscape, because they know Harvest will go above and beyond just their service area. And the things that we do outside of our recruitment pieces, they're not our big profit pieces, but they are our service pieces. And with that, we've gained significant trust and respect from the region's key employers, key organisations. So we've been a member of Geelong Chamber of Commerce since 2010. So we registered the business in 2009, so very quickly we found the Chamber, and I think Chamber is fantastic at presenting itself when you're looking for a forum to network, to find opportunity, and just to build your muscle as a business owner. That's the Chamber. And so we discovered Chamber really quickly when we established. And initially it was, of course, the network. Chamber's been fantastic for, like as long as I've been a member at, hosting, networking events for its members. And it's sometimes hard because it's a big audience, but it's an open and friendly audience. You can just jump into, a group and say hi, and they naturally accept you, and you talk about their business, they let you talk about your business, and they can, if they're longer in the Chamber than you are, they'll direct you in introducing to other people. So that's been fantastic, and we've now engaged in a silver partner with the Chamber, and they have the next order of networking events for partner members or those that are partners of the Chamber of Commerce. And so you get to rub shoulders with key decision makers in our region, and that's an added value when you become a partner of the Chamber. But moreover, for myself, I think I got my first learnings around running a business when I was early in my business journey. I still remember and reflect well on the Passion to Profit workshop, and that was around, we all start a business because we've got an interest or a passion in something, but it's well and good to love a muse or whatever you might be into, but it's another thing to turn it into a profitable commercial concern. And so that was one of my, I think over 10 years ago I was at that workshop. That was really enjoyable and I gained a lot from. And now that the Chamber is hosting the Geelong Small Business Festival, there's a plethora of professional development opportunities, and you can just hone in to what you need or what you've yet to learn, and you can learn it through chamber events. So the Geelong Business Excellence Awards, I think we first entered as a business in 2011. Yes, I was a little bit optimistic. 2 years in business, but why not? You know, the wonderful thing about entering so early is the value that you have of the judges coming to assess your business. And so they give you a to-do list almost of the areas of your business where, you know, you're sound, but areas where you potentially might need to develop. And so you can use that as your, you know, canvas to further developing as a business, because the judges have been in business for a while. They know what successful business looks like. But I guess the penultimate was being recently awarded the Geelong Business Leader of the Year. And it was a fantastic acknowledgement of the work that I had done in my professional business, but also going above and beyond with hosting those Geelong HR roundtables as our gift to the region. But also, on a side note, I was the president of the Geelong Business Club throughout and coming out of COVID. So we had to, you know, continue to remain relevant, and we had developed vision and values and member value proposition to ensure the sustainability, coupled with some great governance and a great committee to move the organisation and association forward. I always, and I said this when I won the Business Leader of the Year award, encourage any leader to nominate. There is so much opportunity for you to showcase what you have done and have achieved, and no one will know if you don't perhaps put that entry in. Even just being acknowledged in the awards, because they present the finalists and you get acknowledged for your leadership at the award ceremony, and people go, oh, who is that insert name person? And they look you up and want to know more about what you do. So it's been a fantastic opportunity. My overall tip, if there's anyone looking to commence a business in our region, is to do your research. Find out where your customers or clients are. I think I joined, or I came to the region, and I didn't do the research. And I learnt by stumbling and falling and picking myself up and learning, and then getting the mentors and the coaches. But if you can do that at the start, it gives you a much smoother path for success. And so find out if there is a client base for you, because Geelong, even though it's big and diverse, it also can be quite small in certain niches. And so if you've got a product that is not resonating with the region or with the community or with industry, then you might find your client base outside of the region. So that's why I always say do that research first. I did do the business plan, but I probably didn't do enough investigation, and that's where forums like the Chamber allow you to understand the region a little bit more. You can get in touch. There's membership services specialists at Chamber that can assist you, and you can go, who's who in the zoo, help me. Similarly, there's parts of City of Greater Geelong, they've got an economic development team that help with industry engagement as well. So just tap into those places that can give you a better understanding of the network before you launch. It will help you, guaranteed. And finally, if you do wish to learn more about Harvest, our services, or myself, you can go to our website, harvesthr.com.au, and you can always find me on LinkedIn. So just look up Maree Herath on LinkedIn and you'll find me.